Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the Samsung PH55F, a 55-inch flat panel display. Now, this isn't your typical consumer television. It's designed more for commercial applications, but that doesn't mean it can't find a place in your home, especially if you're after a specific set of features. First off, let's talk about the basics. We're dealing with a 1920 by 1080 full HD resolution in a world saturated with 4K and even 8K screens. 1080p might seem a little dated, but honestly, at 55 inches, it still holds up well, especially if you're not sitting too close to the screen. The pixel density is perfectly acceptable, and for many content sources like cable TV, older games, or even streaming services that haven't fully embraced 4K, you're not really missing out on a huge amount of detail. The panel itself is LED LCD, which is a pretty standard technology. What's interesting here is the contrast ratio. Samsung quotes it at 5,000:1. That's a decent figure, suggesting that the display should be able to produce reasonably deep blacks and bright whites, leading to a good overall image with plenty of depth. Of course, we'll need to see how it performs in real-world conditions to truly judge that. The refresh rate is 60 Hz, which is again, pretty standard. It's perfectly adequate for most viewing purposes, including movies, TV shows, and general gaming. If you're a hardcore gamer looking for super smooth motion with high refresh rates, this might not be the ideal choice, but for the average user, 60 Hz is perfectly fine. The screen surface is described as glossy. Glossy screens tend to produce more vibrant colors and deeper blacks compared to matte screens, but they can also be more prone to reflections. So, placement of the display is going to be key. You want to avoid having bright lights or windows directly facing the screen, as that could lead to distracting glare. Given this is a commercial display, it's likely built with durability and longevity in mind. These types of screens are often designed to be used for extended periods, so you can probably expect it to be reliable. One thing that's missing from the provided information is the aspect ratio. However, given that it's a 1080p display, it's almost certainly a 16:9 aspect ratio, which is a standard for widescreen content. So, who is this display for? Well, if you need a reliable, good-sized screen for displaying information in a business setting, or if you're simply looking for a no-frills 55-inch display for your home without breaking the bank, the Samsung PH55F could be a good option. The 1080p resolution is still perfectly acceptable for many uses, and the quoted contrast ratio suggests a decent image quality. Just be mindful of the glossy screen and potential reflections.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.